Paul here from Beginner Guitar Academy, and welcome to another episode of Learn Guitar with Paul. And this episode, we're going to have a go at a song. We're going to be doing Come As You Are by Nirvana, found on their album Nevermind, the classic Nevermind, and it's such a cool song, especially for beginner guitar players, when you've got your fingers used to a few of the chord shapes, especially ones we've looked at over the last few weeks, namely the E minor, the D, the G, the A minor and the C. So it's going to put together a lot of our shapes we've been doing. The really cool thing about this song is in three parts. There's three sections to the song. There's kind of the intro and the verse, there's the pre-chorus, and then there's the chorus. And each section has two chords in it. So it's really nicely broken down. There's an E minor D section, there's an E minor and G section for the pre-chorus, and the chorus just A minor to C. So it's going to really help drill some of those chords. We're going to have a look at a cool little strum pattern as well. It's just a really cool song. So before we dive into that though, make sure you like this page if you're watching it on Facebook. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all of our latest content. So let's dive in and take a bit of a closer look at Come As You Are. In this song course, we're going to look at Come As You Are by Nirvana. Now, Come As You Are can be found on Nirvana's second studio album, Nevermind, which was released in 1992. Now, it's a great one for beginner guitarists. It only has 5 chords. We have an E minor, we have a D, we have a G, we have an A minor, and we have a C. So all quite nice, open, beginner chords. The problem is that this song is down-tuned, so he tunes his strings down a whole step. So his E string becomes a D, his A becomes a G, D becomes a C, G becomes an F, B becomes an A, and E becomes a D. So to play along with the original recording, the riff along to the original recording, we have to down-tune. The reason I'm saying like that is because if you want to play along the riff, I'm going to record it in standard tuning, but if you want to play along the original, you're going to have to down tune. The chords I'm going to present in this song course, you can do along to the actual recording. We're not going to do the actual chords he does, which are power chords. We're going to do open E minors, Ds and Cs. So the chords will work along to the normal recording, but if you want to play along the riff to the recording, you're going to have to down tune. So if you want to do that, down tune. If you don't, stay in standard, just do the chords, forget about the riff. You can play it, it'll still sound pretty cool, but you won't just be able to play along with the original. So let's dive in and take a look at the chords. Okay, so this song starts with an E minor chord. So first finger, second fret of the A string, second finger, second fret of the D string, and we're going to strum 6 strings. So all the way down, all 6 strings. We're going to do a D chord, so first finger on the G2, second finger on the E2, so skinny E, first string, and third finger on the B3. And we're going to strum 4 strings, so D string down. Next we have G chord, first finger A2, second finger low E, or string 6, fret 3, and then third finger on the high E, fret 3. And that's all 6 strings. Next we're going to have an A minor, first finger B1, second finger D2, third finger A3, G2, sorry. And we strum from the A string down. So only 5 strings for that one. So first finger B1, second finger D2, and third finger on the G2, and 5 strings to strum. Then we have a C chord, first finger B1, second finger D2, and third finger A3. And we're going to strum 5 strings down for this one, for our C. And there are all your chords. So we have the E minor, we have the D, we have G, we have A minor, and we have the C chord. And there we go, that's all the chords we need to play Come As You Are. Okay, so we're going to look at the Come As You Are main riff. Now remember, if you're playing along with the original, you need to tune your strings a tone down. So that means your E string is going to be a D note, your A string is going to be G, D string is going to be C, third string is going to be tuned to an F, second string down to an A, and then your first string down to a D. So make sure your strings are tuned down, whole step, if you want to play along the original. If you don't, then you can just play the main riff. It will still sound like the song, you just won't be able to play along the recording. So let's break it down and have a look at the song. Now it starts with a pickup bar, meaning it starts on the and of 3. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and that starts with a 0. And you're actually going to play a 0 twice, and then play first fret on the E string. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it goes up to the 2nd fret in the first complete bar. Once you're in the 2nd fret, you pick that for the first beat. Then you're going to do 0 to 0 for beats 2 and 3. Then you go back to your 2 and 4 and back to the 1. So you put that together so far. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the first full bar. Okay, so in the 2nd bar we start with an open E, 2 on the A string, back to the open E, and you play the open E actually a 2nd time. So that's the first half of the 2nd bar. So you have this 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then back to the 2. You're actually tying into the 3rd beat, so you leave that 0 ringing. 1 and 2 and 3 and A2 again. Open E, 1st fret. So open E and 1st fret was beats 4, then the and of 4. So that's 2nd bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then from that point it just basically repeats the 1st bar again, and bar 4 is the same as bar 1. But if we take this in lines, the first line then would be 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2nd line 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so you put both those lines together, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that just keeps repeating. And that is the main riff of Come As You Are. Okay, so the intro is just E minor and D chord. 1 bar of each. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. And the main riff is just backing, or sorry, not really backing it, you're backing it with the chords. The main riff is playing over the top. It goes around twice, E minor, D, just with the chords, and then the drums come in, it goes around a further 2 more times. And that's it for the intro. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go, there's the intro. Okay, so the verse is just the same as the intro. You've got E minor and D, bar of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes around 8 times for the first verse. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just 8 times around that same progression, which is the intro. The 2nd verse is a little bit different. It halves it. It goes around 4 times for the 2nd verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So this will be our 2nd time. 3rd time. 2, 3, 4. Then 4th time. And there we go. So verse 1, 8 times around the E minor and D. Verse 2, 4 times around E minor and D. Remember, E minor and D, that is 1 time. E minor, D, 2nd time, E minor, D, 3rd time, so forth. And there we go. There are the verses. Okay, so the bridge. And the bridge is just E minor for 1 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4 to G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. And that goes around 4 times. So we've got the bridge, just E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, G. And that's it. Now you could just do E minor. So 2 fingers, nice and easy. Keep your 1st finger down as you go up to your G chord. You do your 3-finger G. You can even do 4-finger G, obviously, if you know that one. Slightly harder version. So 1, 2, 3. Keep your 1st finger down. Just swing up. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the bridge section. Just E minor and G 4 times around. Okay, so the chorus starts with an A minor. So we've got the A minor for one bar and C for one bar. 2, 3, and that goes around 4 times for chorus 1, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's that. So chorus 1, 4 times around, so A minor and C. A bar of each would be once around. So you're going 4 times around those 2 bars. The second chorus goes 6 times around those 2 bars. So watch out for that. It does put an extra couple of times on the end, so watch out for that one. And that's it. So chorus just A minor, C. Keep your first, second finger still as you change from A minor to C. Third finger just moves up. So it's a great little shortcut, just moving that third finger up. And there we go. So just remember, first chorus, 4 times around. Second chorus, 6 times around. Okay, the solo section, and we're going to talk about the chords that back the guitar solo. Now, as it comes out the first chorus, we actually go around E minor and D for 2 bars, with the riff over the top. And then it goes 8 times more around with the guitar solo at the top. So it's 10 times around E minor to D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10 times around, twice around with the main riff over the top, and then the 8 remaining times with the guitar solo. So you could just think of it 10 times around after you come out the chorus, before you go back into the bridge, 10 times around E minor and D. And there we go, there is the interlude and the solo section. For the outro of the song is just E minor and D, 4 times round. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second time. Third time. Fourth time. And you go back to E minor, just 1 strum. And just leave that fading out. So 4 times around E minor and D, with a lonely E minor on the end. So E minor, D, 4 times around, and then just ring out that E minor. And there we go, there is the outro section. Okay, so when it comes to strumming of Come As You Are, just like any song, we want to start just with 1 strum. Just try and get to the next chord on that first beat of the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure we're hitting that first beat. That's going to help you obviously outline the changes, you know where the chords are. And you'll start getting used to the structure as well, because the goal is to get that 1 strum, then start putting it to the music. Rather than worrying too much about a strum pattern, you know, getting stuck on the strum pattern for a while, and getting to the point where you're sick of the song by the time you can play it because you spent too much time, you know, working on the hard bits. So get it nice and easy, 1 strum. Once you've got that, then come back and start putting in more of a strum pattern. And that could just be building up to 4 strums per chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4. So we're just looking at the intro and the verse section, so you mind D. So that's the next step, building up strum patterns to 4 strums. Once you got that, then start bringing some ups. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Then you could perhaps have a go at down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. You hear the extra up there to make it sound a little bit more interesting, a little funkier. Lastly, you can put the 8th note on the 4, so you're going 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. A bit tricky now, because that last up gives us very little time to change. So what you could do is, on that last up, just leave the chord. So you're actually strumming open strings, but it just gives that a little bit of time to transition to the next shape. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, off, and move. See that? So you got the up and the up. I'm not even on the strings. 3 and 4 and 1. And you can see by the time I've done the up, I'm kind of halfway to the next chord. So it gives that much needed time just to get moving. One other thing we could do here is put in a time. So where we don't actually strum on beat 3, we go down, down, up, miss. So I still do the direction down. I still look like I'm going to hit the strings, but I do not connect with them. So I miss them. By missing, it will keep your hand moving in time with the music and keep the rhythm flowing. If you stop, 2 and 3, and then try and do the up, you'll find it will be very broken, it'll be disjointed, so you want to keep your hand moving. So down, down, up, miss, up, down, up is a strum pattern we're after. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, up, miss, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up, miss, up, down, up. And that is the main Come As You Are strum pattern. You can do that for the whole song. Down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. It will sound great. But feel free to adapt it, improve it, embellish it, see where you go. Just experiment with different strumming. Listen to the song, play along with it, and see what works for you. But there you go, some ideas with a strum pattern. Down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Work fantastic. But yeah, see what you come up with.